Oh, I got a message from James Webby.
Oh, yeah?
Same.
Oh, I got a message. I haven't opened it yet. I've been so busy.
You have?
I've been so busy. I don't know. I got the message late last night. What was it?
He was like, bro, thanks for the podcast and doing the food challenges. People are messaging me now. Like just normal people want to jump in and give it a crack.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hectic. That's so good, bro. Honestly, that's actually fucking mad feedback.
He's loving it.
Hold on. Is it good from far or far from good?
That's a good one. I've not heard that before.
Hold on. Is that okay too, I think?
Do you know who that is?
No.
Kevin's fucking back, boy.
Who's that?
When are we going out?
Who's that? Oh, I thought you said, did you know how that is? Like, you know her. I'm like, oh, let me know.
Did you get your eyebrows done?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, when did you get them done?
I get them done every few weeks.
Really?
I've always had them done every few weeks.
Did you get them done more recent? I must have noticed. I just started noticing.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Is it
Sometimes
haircut day today?
Haircut day today.
After this?
Yeah, bro, I'm supposed to get a haircut now.
Oh shit, sorry.
No, it's okay. No, it's my fault. I forgot about this. Like, I full forgot about it. Fucking hell.
So do you usually come in here to set you guys up, do you?
Set my guys up, get shit done for the day, all that type of stuff. So I was going to stay here. Like, I was going to work in casual clothes until about 11:30, then go gym, come back home, shower, get back to work.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm trying to split up the day.
Yeah, I think I might do a bit of that, man, because I find it gets a bit... Bro, because I'm in the office now at 7:30 suited, like, well, not suited up, but
Yeah.
ready to go. And then you finish at, say, like yesterday I didn't finish till 7.
Wait, this is good content. Are we recording?
Yeah, cool.
Okay. All right, let's just kick it off. Legends, hello. This is the first podcast we've done, just myself and Daniel. Sorry if it's a bit echoey. We're in our boardroom at Manor Real Estate in Balcombe Hills and it sounds a little bit echoey. Also, apologies in advance if you're watching this on film. I am in casual gear. I completely forgot about the podcast. I don't know how that happened. But guys, I'll let Daniel let you guys know why we're doing this.
Look, guys, today we don't have any guests on board, so I thought it would take the opportunity to really just share a bit about our journey up until now, why we've effectively started the podcast, a little bit of our vision moving forward, and hopefully engage with you guys and get a bit of feedback and to kind of work out, what direction to take this. And Kevin and myself are also working in real estate on both sides of the fence. I'm a buyer's agent.
Fuck, that's cheesy. That's so cheesy.
It is cheesy. It's good, but
it's good. I love it.
Both sides of the
I
fence.
love
But look, effectively, guys, the way this came together, me being a buyer's agent, Kev being a selling agent, we're like, you know what? How can we expand our network of who we know whilst also learning? Kevin and myself have a passion for meeting new people as well as upskilling. Kevin is leading the industry at the moment with his performance. It's always good to learn off people like Kevin, but people at Kevin's level are also learning as well. So I thought, what a better way to connect and upskill than outside of just asking someone for a coffee to record it and share our learnings with everyone else.
100%. So here we are. Guys, I guess the real reason we kind of started this, podcast is we wanted to learn from the top dogs in the industry and kind of get a bit of an understanding of what they're doing and an insight into them. Now, I know like there's other podcasts out there like Tom Panos and Josh Vegan and all that stuff, but they never. Sometimes they're not asking the questions that I might not necessarily want to know, or what Daniel might not necessarily want to know. So that's why we decided to kind of jump on. Daniel reached out and said, "Hey, let's do it," and here we are today. I think it's probably one of the best things I've ever done. I've found a passion of mine where I've kind of segued, it was still within the industry, but outside the industry, where I'm actually finding a lot of joy. Especially good for me since I've been in the industry for a decade now and things start to become stagnant after a little while. And this is kind of giving me a good little break up throughout the day, a bit more injecting enthusiasm and passion back into my life, which has been one of the best things ever, to be honest with you. That's kind of where we're at. And then moving forward, we want to start getting some obviously we've been getting high quality guests on, and we want to continue to bring that same type of level. So we've got some pretty big names coming up over the next couple of months. So they're going to be super excited to hear these potties. They're going to be crazy.
Do you know what I find so fascinating, Kev? The fact that we started this last year.
Yeah.
With the first podcast being over Zoom with Jordan Bulmer.
Oh, that's right. It was over Zoom.
It was over Zoom.
Yeah, I was sweating bullets too. I was shitting myself. I was like, oh my God, I'm so scared.
It's
and
crazy.
now I just don't care. It's crazy how quick things can change in a year. Like last year, we were scared to jump on a Zoom. Now we've got 3 cameras. And now we've got no guests, 3 cameras. And this is probably the most natural thing in the world to me. It's crazy.
It's funny, like in going from, virtual over Zoom and seeing how the momentum slowly builds over time to now investing in camera gear, microphones, headset. We've now got Javan on board as well. We've actually invested quite a bit of, our own time, passion and resources to getting this off the ground. But I think what I wanted to, the point I'm trying to share now is that with good things, it all starts, from little steps moving forward and off, those little bite chunks of action steps, momentum starts to build. And then, obviously the more momentum you get in an area, the easier things become, and naturally, good energy flows off that. So I find it, so fascinating how we just started over Zoom. Because I think a lot of people have asked, how did you guys get into the podcast side of things? How did you start? And a lot of people see the setup now, but don't really remember where we started.
No.
And mate, if you want to start something, just start by starting, right?
Mate, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? That's such a cliche saying, but it's so true. I guess I'll say it now because whatever. But I was on a Q&A on Facebook and a few other platforms with Tom Panos yesterday, and we ran the Q&A, and after the Q&A, I said, look, I'm just going to ask because if you don't ask, you don't get. And would you come on the potty? And he goes, yeah, hell yeah. Well, come on, let's tee up a time. So sometimes you just got to ask. Sometimes you just got to do, because if you don't ask, you don't do, nothing happens. You stay in the same spot. And if you're staying in the same spot, you're going backwards. Because if you're not going forward, you're going backwards. There's no in between. So there's some knowledge for you.
That's right. Man, I remember when we were asking, like, it's so funny, people that will say yes to coming on board who you think, wouldn't. Like, I remember when we asked Emil Jurassic to come on, like, at the time, he's someone that's got, massive amounts of success commercially. His social presence is quite large, and, to have a guest like that quite early on was pretty...
Mate, we've had some crazy guests on, man.
Yeah.
I've loved every single one of you guys. And another thing that I've really liked, and is something that the good feedback that I've had from my personal friend group that isn't in the industry, or that aren't in the industry, should I say, they actually really love the ones outside of the real estate industry. So it's good that we're getting stuff like Food Coma Eats, Jay Webby, Michael Crossland, the suicide survivors, stuff like that, to kind of break it up. And I find it really interesting too. In fact, when are we doing something else outside of real estate?
I was thinking about that today. I'd like to get people that are in marketing.
I think I can get an NRL player. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Can you?
Yeah, Sea Eagles player though. I don't even know if I want him.
Guess who I spoke to last week when I was sourcing some So we had a client we were buying for in Penrith.
Yeah.
Before the grand final.
Oh no.
Have a guess which agent I ended up speaking to.
Agent before the grand final?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, Nathan Cleary's sister.
Oh, Nathan Cleary's sister? She's an agent?
She's an agent.
Where?
In Penrith somewhere.
You kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, what? I had no idea.
Yeah, I was doing some sourcing. I was like, I've got a client, blah, blah, looking for this type of property. I was like, anyways, I saw like something Cleary. I was like, are you Nathan Cleary's sister? I was like, yeah. I was like,
what? That's sick.
Yeah, I was like, go Penrith. She's like, whoo.
Fuck Penrith. Yeah. Fucking dogs. Hardcore Eels fan. Don't say that around me. Okay, so moving forward in terms of this podcast, if there's any type, and this is for some feedback from anyone listening, if there's any guests in real estate or outside of real estate that you really want to know, let us know. Like, shoot us a message on Instagram or on our person accounts, or shoot us now, our numbers are online. You can shoot us a message, or give us a call. As well as if there's any certain questions you want to ask too. So if there's anything in particular you want to know from top producing agents or coaches or anything like that, please send us a message. As much as it is about us wanting to ask our own questions, at the same time, we're doing this for an audience too, to help out everybody else. So at the same time, we want to help out everyone else. And that means asking questions that they want to know, right? So call us, message us, send us a message. We want to ask these questions.
Yeah, I agree. Man, I've actually got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, let's go.
Man, not many people realise how much of a big dog you are now, huh?
What do you mean?
Getting asked to go do Q&As in Tom Panos, Eddie Pittington's office.
Mate, I don't know. I think it's just coming down to social branding, right? But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't know. I think it's because I think the reason why I'm really liking a lot at the moment is same thing as what I was saying before. I've just been doing real estate for so long that it's just become so mundane to me that this is actually where I get the most joy. So when I get asked to do the Q&A with 48 hours notice, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Because what else am I going to do? Right.
I love it. How did you navigate? Like, how do you still get fulfillment now? Then if you're being
fulfillment out of real estate,
yeah.
Putting money in the bank. That's kind of about it at the moment. Like, I'm in a weird spot in my career where, I still like it. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I hate real estate, but it's become such a mundane thing. Where you go back 5-6 years ago, I was waking up, raring to go. Like, I want to smash 100 doors and do all that sort of stuff. Now that I'm in a different spot where I've done that all for so long, I don't have that same fire for it. Like, I'll wake up and do it, but I'm not going as hard in terms of like every last second just calling everyone like a savage, as well as, hey, I've got a team that does this with me too now. So that's another added addition. But at the same time, the hunger's just not there for it because I've just done it for so long. Like, you might get to I know some people get to this point periodically throughout their career. Like, I've spoken to a couple of people that are 70, 80 years old and they've had 3-4 career changes throughout their lives. And I don't necessarily think I'm going to be at that point. I think I'll still do real estate for quite a while. The industry is a good industry. I don't see really myself doing anything else except, let's say, for example, this media company blows up to the point where I can't actually be in two places at once. At that point, hey, we're going to have a chat. But for the moment, yeah, man, the navigating the fulfillment, coming back to the question, it's just simply coming down to realistically gaining wealth. And I know some people go, oh, you shouldn't work just for money. Well, sorry, but that's where I'm at.
That's where you're at. How do you get, if this is kind of the path for you for money, what are you kind of doing to get a bit of fulfillment or enjoyment, or is it kind of just a means to an end? Like
this in media industry, the media company, media industry, and all that type of stuff. This is where I'm getting fulfillment in my day. And hey, look, we win a listing over somebody, I still get fulfillment. I sign a contract, we're selling a property, I'll get fulfillment. But I'm not getting fulfillment in the everyday mundane tasks. But I've read a book, I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been Shoe Dog, the autobiography about the biography about the owner of Nike, the creator of Nike. And he said, I'm pretty sure it's in that book where he talks about you have to find joy in the mundane because all these small tasks that really are just so small and boring, but they have to be done. They'll always have to be done forever. And that's any industry. So you have to find joy in the mundane if you want to do well, because for you to become successful in any industry, it's about time in the industry as well. Yeah, you see those exceptions to the rule where they just go viral overnight, or they just get lucky with a big role or something like that. Though there are exceptions to the rule, but as Tom Panos said, one summer day doesn't make it summer, right? So it has to be a consistent effort, and with that, so that's why I'd say, hey, look, stay consistent with it, even though it may not be the most fun thing to do, but find joy in the mundane, because you know what the outcome's going to be.
What have you done then to find joy in the mundane?
I do things such as I won't be in the office all the whole time, so I will do my calls while walking around the park. I'll do my calls while laying on my bed. I'll do my calls while parked in my car with the nice view. I'll do my calls just driving around the streets of the hills. Like sometimes I'll even just, I don't know. Sometimes I like driving. Like, I don't know, when you're on the phone and it's just driving.
It's something about it, isn't it?
Yeah, something about when you're on the phone driving and
you've got like this confidence as well.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know,
That's what I mean. So then I'll just drive around the hills. So I'll do stuff like that keeps it interesting,
Yeah.
instead of just sitting at the desk, like being a phone terrorist, just sitting at a desk. Like I'll actually move around and do stuff. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. Not bad. What do you do to keep it interesting?
Man, it's a great question. I think I think what you said is very true. Getting, you've got to do the mundane tasks consistently over time. We all know that. And I think what helps, like you said, is either changing our environment where we do those tasks, or doing things outside of work, like a hobby or a second focus skill, like Jeff teaches us to fill the cup up. I'm not the best at keeping that by any stretch of the means. Like, I'm very extreme in my personality. I'll work too much, or I'll,
You're the most extreme person I know. You don't have a middle ground whatsoever. No, at all. Like, at all. Not one set. Like, you either have you don't even have a drink when you go out, or you're going home in an ambulance sort of thing. Like, there's no in between. You know what I mean? That's you with everything. You either don't work out and then you get sick, or you go do an ultra marathon. Like,
it's crazy.
Bro.
I had a coaching call with Jeff yesterday, and in July I went and did it. Like, I wasn't really much into meditation, and then July came and I went and did a 10-day meditation retreat, like living like a monk, where you don't talk, no phone, nothing. Like, it's full extreme, like hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Anyways, I had a coaching call with Jeff Jowett yesterday, and he's like, mate, for you, your formula for success is 0 goals. Don't if someone put a gun to my head and said, try and be lazy, I would struggle doing that. So he's like, for me, I've got a different kind of, formula for success, which is try and chill out a bit and find that middle ground. So
you need a holiday and stuff too.
But yeah, like, I guess in the mundane, bro, I'm not the best at that stuff. I think I'm good at being consistent to get a result. Am I good at being consistent in terms of having fulfillment? Probably not.
Yeah.
I generally would sacrifice that. Is it insecurities? Is it me trying to get somewhere faster? Probably. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's all part of the journey.
Yeah.
I think when I'm best is when I'm not drinking. Like, I'm a very big believer in frequency.
Yep.
Like, Adrian Ottie's talked about it. Matt Steinwade's big on it. Jeff's big on it. About the energy state you're in affects your thoughts affect your emotions affect your actions. I find the mundane is easy when I'm not drinking, when I'm eating healthy, when I'm training, as opposed to trying to escape the mundane with other things like I don't know, a hobby or what have you.
100%.
I don't know. That's kind of my take.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like I'm getting more into the groove now and starting to enjoy life with the mundane stuff a bit more now that I'm getting back in the groove. So, like, I've been way off. So, like, 5 weeks ago, I went through a breakup, right? With this girl for 3 years. Hard thing. So that's why we haven't really done a podcast for the past few weeks and to get out of it. Now, the past 2 weeks, though, like, gym every day. Walk every day. No alcohol. And sleeping right. 8-9 hours of sleep every single night. Tons of water. Getting to work, doing my thing, because of all those things, those self-care measures are in place, the whole day becomes easier, funner, better. Yeah. So
so true. It's something we never really talk about. We're always, even with the podcast we do, it's all about like what do we do to be more successful, or what have we got to do to better. But we don't really talk about what do you do when you're in the shit.
Oh, bro.
Bro,
Insane.
the shit happens to everyone, and
You had a shit start to the week or something, didn't you?
I had a shit.
Shit last week or something.
Yeah, like last week or the week before, I had a shocker. Mate, I've had a couple of like, bro. If you look at my hands, I've got like permanent goosebumps on them from being anxious.
Shit.
Can you see it?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You should see a doctor.
Oh, it's because I've been like anxious. But what happens in life?
Are you sure? Is that what the doctor said?
Well, I know. So what happens in life when you? So this is from experience. We've all got weeds in our own garden that will come up time to time, moment to moment. That will be triggered from a external stimulus, or our subconscious mind will bring up an old memory, and weeds will come up in the garden.
Yeah.
We then have to pull our own weeds out to get rid of the weed. Now, we can pull a weed out, but, you know, from season to season, you know, day to day, other weeds will start to come in the garden and we'll have to pull them out. So I think what I've come to learn through my years of failure, success, hardship is that when there's never really going to be a point in life where we don't have weeds coming up in our garden. And I think like the state I've been through at the moment, even though I've been a bit anxious, it's like, well, this is just part of pulling the weeds out. You know, your hands get dirty when you pull out your weeds, but once you pull the weeds out, hopefully you can go wash your hands and you'll grow and be better from that.
Yeah.
As opposed to, fuck, my hands are getting dirty, I've got weeds to pull out. Maybe if I, you know, run away from the situation, I can wash my hands, but my weeds are still there and the garden's not really attended to.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so. I've obviously been going back and forth with my psychologist about this, and I think what she's been putting it down to is self-care measures, like just making sure you're taking care of yourself. Because if you take care of yourself, then everything else can take care of itself.
It's so true.
Control the controllable, right?
Control the controllable. You know what I find for me, what makes me worse is the more into goals and destinations I am.
But it doesn't have to be goals and destinations.
Yeah, but that's my triggers. That's just me personally.
Yeah, you're fucked in the head. Did you do what Jeff said to do yesterday?
Mate,
delete all your goals?
Yeah, I've deleted.
Did you?
Yeah, well, I haven't checked it.
You haven't checked it, or have you deleted it?
I haven't deleted it. You know what? I should delete it, shouldn't I? You know, I'll delete it right now.
Well, he said to delete it.
Okay, let me tell you. Should I run through what my goals are?
Yeah, let's read the goals.
So my short-term plan.
They're going after this.
Buy property internationally and domestically for myself and clients.
Why international?
That'd be pretty sick.
Is it just because to say you have a house in China?
Yeah, like, bro, like imagine we go over to visit Jay in America with all his baller mates, and we go buy some property over there for all the NBA players.
Yeah, that's true. That's sick. Yeah, that's fucking fire.
Or maybe we go buy a holiday home in Croatia.
No, that sounds the first one sounds way better.
My personal income, I want to hit 7 figures, build passive income over 250 grand, both sides of the fence podcast internationally, both sides media nationally, developing great products. So I want to be developing my own real estate. That's products I actually take pride in, not just townhouses for the sake of making a profit.
Yeah. You could do luxury townhouses.
Yeah, maybe. Have a good solid foundation of investments that I don't flip, that are just my passive investments. Build my personal brand that is recognized internationally, that helps me meet new and exciting people from all walks of life, not just business and success related, because that's boring. Retire mum, have a dream car. My content helps others. Lifestyle. Where I'm currently living, I want to be close to beach, and I'm always traveling. That'd be pretty sick.
It would be sick.
I'm spending time, money, energy, and resources to make a positive impact externally to myself. Wait, I don't even know what that means. Skip that one. You know what would be pretty cool? If we get our suit sponsored by Tim.
Sponsored by Tim?
Sponsored, where we don't have to pay for our own suits or other clothing.
I like that. How do we do that? How do we get free suits off Tim? I've never got a free suit off Tim.
Yeah.
If you can get me a Friedhoff suit off Tim, man, I'll love you forever.
Do you reckon I delete this vision plan?
I'll do what Jeff said to do.
Delete it? I'm going to delete this.
There's a deleted file, by the way.
It's funny because like it's all a wank really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive one.
It's just like it's. I think we just set this isn't.
You see, this is how much of a wank you are. You went and bought the new iPhone as soon as it came out. You wank. You're such a wank.
Yeah, well, it's actually served the purpose because I can film stuff like TikToks and.
Yeah, don't worry. I did the same thing. I did the same thing for the same reason too.
Bro, you know what I've been looking at?
Started my TikTok.
You know what? You got to start it, man. Bro, you know what I saw? I saw your competitors are on TikTok.
Stop! Don't say that.
Did you see what I said?
Don't say that. I saw it.
Yeah, get on TikTok, man. Any agents out here
bro.
that listen to this, get on social. If you're not doing socials,
Oh no, he listens to this. He told me. He's gonna don't. You can Ishmael. You can stop these TikToks now.
Mate,
Just let
good
me
on you.
mate Ishmael. Just let me catch up a little bit. Yeah.
all right, this plan's deleted. I've just deleted it.
Oh,
What are your goals? Do you have goals?
bro, we've got a TikTok with 51,000. That's pretty cool. At least that worked. How come that one got 51,000 and that one doesn't have a title? Like, why does that happen?
Oh, what?
Why does that happen? Why does this one have 51,000 views, but the next one has 174 views, but the one that has the most views doesn't even have the title? I don't get that.
I got no idea. It's all TikTok.
I don't know. TikTok confuses me. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's where we're at, guys. Do we have anything else to talk about, Big Dome?
What are your goals? Do you have goals for yourself?
I do have goals. Fuck, I'm just looking at your TikTok. You're getting thousands of views too. What the hell?
Okay, I'm gonna share a mistake that I did this week. Just at the time I was sourcing for a client in Newcastle. They were buying an investment property. I found a great property which ticked all the fundamentals. It's an example of a great property on an average street. Anyways, doing more research about the property, it was around housing commission, which a lot of people get wrong when they buy a property, particularly if they're buying interstate or not in their local LGA. So I immediately was like, oh, this is a great piece of content to film for TikTok. Anyways, I've screenshotted the property, done a TikTok on it. Like, here's what's great about the property, like a location, the property itself, like it's got capacity to renovate and add value, blah, 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 good land size, what have you. It's like, but avoid, one of the mistakes that a lot of investors make is they'll buy a property and not check the area. You know, there's housing commission around here. Posted it and then just not thinking, you know, it's an agent's listing, right? So that TikTok was blown up to like 8,000, 10,000 views. Luckily, one of the agents follows me and was like, hey, bro, take it down. But that was one of my one of my mistakes of the week. Just one of those situations, like not my intent to at all. But so when you are doing your TikToks, just be careful.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it like I was just like, fuck. I'm in Sydney, right? I'm not in Newcastle. Like it's just a TikTok. Like I don't have many followers. Like I've got 1,000 followers.
Who really gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Do people care?
No, well, yeah. Like it pissed a lot of people off. So
Really?
yeah. Well, mate, fuck.
So I snapped my leg being drunk. It went viral everywhere. It went onto like Sports Center and Barstool. It had like tens of millions of views. Didn't give a fuck. Couldn't care less.
Yeah, because you're a savage.
Like, what are you gonna do, bro? I had one of my competitors took the link and sent it to people that own houses in Kellyville. I swear to God. I only just recently found this out.
Really?
Yeah, I only recently found this out. I was like, no way.
What?
Yeah, I swear to God.
That's crazy. So what some agents do for a listing, huh?
I know. And it still didn't affect me. Like, I don't know. People want to build the biggest building by tearing other people down, but tearing other people's buildings down without building the biggest building. That's a Gary Vee line there. Truth. What
did I say? Oh, you just said something really good then.
I always say things that are good.
Guess what happened? Did I tell you I got asked to go on Big Brother from all the TikToks and the Instagram now?
You did mention something. Are you going to do it?
Oh, I don't know. Probably not.
Why?
Because I don't know if it's...
You're an idiot.
Look,
You're an idiot.
They've sent me the application form. I applied, but if they... I was... After thinking about it, like, look, it's not really the direction I want to take. Fuck it. But then speaking to Jeff, he's like, dude...
What are you talking about?
Jeff actually told me, go on the show.
100%.
Because, like, I'm just trying to be so fucking...
Yeah.
Like that all the time.
It's going to rip you out of your shell.
Yeah.
Or not rip you out of shell, but rip you out of your current, like, mindset.
Yeah. So that's...
Yeah, I'd do it for sure.
Cool stuff comes about just fucking giving it a crack, doesn't it?
I know.
You get the like I piss someone off on one side, on the other side I've got to ask on Big Brother. So.
It's the big pendulum swings. You look at Big Hendo, like he's got bigger pendulum swings again. You know what I mean?
Crazy. He was just on New York. Did you see the banner he got on New York? You know,
he's in New York.
Yeah,
like New York City.
Yeah, bro.
He's on a banner in New York City.
Yeah, have you seen it?
Why?
He kind of I scratch your back, you scratch my back scenario where he had the opportunity to go on, those big billboard, like the screens. Yeah, and there's him here like a flamingo saying any Australian expats living in America, like search me up. And he put put the Henderson website. Yes, so it was on there for 36 hours. Yesterday he had 7 appointments, like sign-up meetings booked in from it.
Stop it.
Swear to God.
Did you have a picture? That's crazy, man.
It was Times... Oh my God.
In Times Square?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Crazy.
No way, man.
Yeah. Jack posted it somewhere on something.
Did he?
Oh, here it is.
See it.
Look at his story. What a troll.
No, man. How did he... what?
Crazy.
Who do you have to know to get on a billboard in Times Square, bro?
How good is
crazy.
that? That's so smart.
That
you know who
is so insane, man.
we'll talk... Apparently Dib Chidiac, I don't know him. Alex Cummins, I think, works with him now.
Should ask him to come on, by the way. He's a beast.
Yeah, we should, actually. We'll get him on. He did a really good... something similar with the Connects tunnel. Or something like that.
Yeah, that's smart too.
Put a trailer out with advertising. If you want to learn information about the Connects tunnel, scan this QR code and I'll send you information.
Yeah, he did.
And he just collected like 10,000.
Yeah, he did heaps, man.
Heaps.
Everybody.
I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to think outside of the square because, man, that's where the magic is.
That's where the magic happens. But, mate, I think I just got a phone call. It's time to get the ball rolling.
Legends.
Kevin's got to get a haircut.
See you, lads and ladies. Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Cheers.